Alright everyone, welcome in. I hope everyone's doing well. I am obviously not in the long dark today. We are going to add another new series to the channel and a new game. We're going to see how this one goes for a little while. This is The Forest, and this is a game that I've actually spent quite a bit of time in, kind of historically. I haven't played it too much recently, and there's some reasons for that, and I'll kind of get into those, but yeah, I'm excited to jump into this one. So I've already gone ahead and kicked off the game. I kind of went through all the, menus and stuff at the beginning, and I am just here at the kind of the first scene, ready to get things started. So, as you can tell, I'm on a plane here. I've got my son Timmy here tucked in next to me, and yeah, let's get things going. So we gotta grab this book here, and that's gonna get us kicked off. Got our little survival manual. And it only gets worse from there. That was interesting. You can see the ground outside. I don't know that I've ever noticed that before. It's kind of odd, but... Ah, yes, and the red man. It's about to thieve my son. Alright, here we go. So we're waking up, obviously, after the plane crash here. Yeah, so if you haven't played this game before, it's a lot of fun. It's a great game. It is a little, you can tell, a little bit more on the violent side than maybe some of the other stuff I've had on the channel before, but that's all right. Basically, the premise here is obviously we've crash landed on an island. We are basically stranded here, and on this island, it's inhabited by kind of a group of like native villagers who are cannibals or mutants, some combination of those two words, and we pretty much have to deal with them in our time here. So there is a story to this. I don't know that we'll get into it too much. We'll see. I've never completed it. I've just always taken this game for the kind of the survival aspect of it. And yeah, so I don't know, maybe we'll get into the story, maybe we'll just kind of focus on base building and survival. So alright, let's hop down and start looking about. So we're here by the plane crash. There is a ton of baggage around us, so the first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and make a spear. And the reason that I do this is it makes it easier to search the bags. Believe it or not, it's kind of silly, but let's find some bag for us to search. We can't search these big blue ones, I don't think. Yeah, no. Wow, I don't see like any luggage. Normally it's just scattered. Okay, here's some over here. Yeah, these little suitcases. Oh, this one. We found one, which is kind of alarming because usually they're all over the place. But that's the only one I see. Those other big blue suitcases don't count. There's another one. There's a couple over there. Yeah, so the spear I don't have to actually like bend all the way over to break open the suitcases. It's just kind of convenient. Yeah, so I said that I played this game a lot in the past, which is definitely true. This is a game I really enjoy. It's got the base building mechanic in it, which I really enjoyed, plus the kind of the survivalism. You will be bothered by these cannibals that inhabit the land, but that just kind of is a different change of pace, I guess, against some of the other survival games that are out there. It is fairly old. I think it's 3 or 4 years old now, and that's fine. Shoot, I play The Long Dark almost exclusively on the channel for the most part, and that game's like 7 or 8 years old. So I know it is old. I know that it's been covered or been played quite a bit out on YouTube so far, but it's just a game that I enjoy, and I haven't played it in a while, and I'll tell you why is that. So this game, for whatever reason, on my old PlayStation 4 Pro, just gave me terrible motion sickness, and I would just feel like absolute garbage. after playing it for even just like 30 minutes to an hour. So let's jump in here and wash off real quick. So I had actually started recording a series on the old PS Pro, and I just couldn't do it. You know, even playing it like an hour at a time for episodes was just too much. Like it would basically ruin the rest of my day because my head would hurt so bad. Yeah, so I just kind of put it aside, and ultimately, you know, like I had kind of put it aside before, just playing it on my own, because I would just feel so terrible afterwards. I'll grab that. That's aloe. And I own it on PC as well, and so the majority of the time I played it on PC, but I've kind of stopped playing playing games on PC quite so much, and almost went exclusively over to console, and so then that's why I bought it on console, and it just, like I said, just made me feel like garbage when I played it. And I think a lot of it has to do with the grass, and the way, like, when you run, the grass on the Pro just, you know, did something with my eyes that made them not feel very well. But all of that is to say that now that I've got the PS5, we need to do this really quick. Assign this to over and this to down. Okay. The PS5 so far, I'm not having any problems. And I never had problems on PC either. It was just something about the way that it looked on the PS Pro that just drove my eyes crazy, and then my head hurt, and then it's a fun game to play, but it would just pretty much ruin the rest of my day. So I unfortunately had to kind of give it up, and I was just curious. It is something I've wanted to play on the channel for a little while and tried, and it just wasn't working out for me. So now that I've got the PS5, I just wanted to give it a try and see, and so far so good, guys. So I think we'll go ahead and start this series, and I don't really have any goals or objectives in mind. Like I said, we might get in the story. I don't know. You guys can kind of tell me if that's something you're interested in. I've never completed it personally, so I guess at some point I probably should. There is a sequel coming to this game, I believe, sometime this year. And so that's also part of the reason why I kind of wanted to get reacquainted with it. Just to, you know, kind of be a little more in the groove when that sequel does come out. I think it's still a ways off, maybe towards the middle to end of this year. But yeah, just kind of wanted to get back in the groove. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, just barely missed him. So kind of the first things I need to do here is I need to get a shelter, or like okay, there's one of our cannibals. Can I hide? Usually I think you get a little bit more of a grace period, but these guys I don't really want to deal with them right now. I want to get somewhere where I can start building a home and be safe from them. Yeah, so if you haven't played this game, there they were. It kind of progressively gets more difficult the further you get into, like, the longer you survive, the more difficult it seems to kind of get. So there's these cannibals that are built, and there's a cannibal camp up there, and an effigy, so they leave these guys around. But there's these cannibals that are kind of just like, you know, regular men and women, and then there's also these mutants as well that are pretty nasty beasts that'll come out for you eventually once you kind of get further on into your survival. So I'm just kind of looting this place. This is cloth that I'm grabbing off of here. Is this the big cannibal camp? It is. Take the sticks and the cloth. Mostly the cloth is what I'm after. Oop. Yeah, so I want to find us a spot for a base. I have played this, so I feel like I know the island fairly well. There is a section on the island that is fairly safe to build in. I don't necessarily know that I want to run like right to the spots that I know that are safe. I kind of just want to pick a spot at random, or do something maybe that like I've never done before. And so trying to find a better way down. I think that's what I'm going to do. I do want to get at least something put up today though, so we've got somewhere to sleep tonight. So let's see if we can't slide down here. Trying to think if there's anything else important that if you haven't played this one, you need to know. I don't think so. I mean, it is survival. I do have to hunt, and I need to find a source of water and all of that kind of typical survivalism type of stuff, but it's got that element of the player versus enemy kind of built on top of that, that we need to kind of be wary of. This is kind of a pretty little spot. Build it right along the water's edge here. Can I drink from this water? Usually it gives you the icon. No, I can't. There's ponds and things that you can drink from, but it will kind of take a little bit of your health if you don't boil it or drink, you know, clear water first. So I'd still like to have access to clean water. And this area right out in front of me is kind of the start of the safer, quote-unquote, areas to build. So I don't know. I'm just thinking here for now. Okay, I'm full of sticks. There's a rabbit. Maybe put a home right here. Maybe. We'll keep this in mind, but let's keep looking. Let's go across. And let's see what else we can find in terms of a spot to build. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you've played this one in the past, if this is one that you enjoy. Let me know what your experiences with it have been. If you're looking forward to the sequel, I'm sure we'll play that on the channel once that does release. I'm pretty excited about it. It's, you know, it's been a while since this one's come out, and in many ways I'd kind of shelved it. But I'm super excited to see what the kind of the next evolution of this one is. So, yeah. Obviously there's a lot of open area here. And so to build our base, we're going to need trees. So I don't want to get like so far away from the forest or from like regularly available trees that, you know, it's a super big chore to build our base. Okay, there's some tents down there. Some tents you can sleep in, some you can't. But when I say base, I'm talking like full on. I want walls protecting us, all of that kind of fun stuff. So I've built, let me see this. Can I point? Yeah, I can point. So I've built over there on that ridgeline before, and that's a pretty cool place to do it. It's pretty safe though, so I don't want to just like pick a spot that I know that I'm not going to get bothered. And I guess when I say bothered, so at least from my understanding, and this may have changed in the time since I've played it before, the enemies in this game have like patrol routes or routes that they kind of follow regularly across the island. And so like what you can do is you can find those locations where there's like pretty big gaps in their routes, or like they don't really cross through that area, and build there and kind of just like stay safe. And so that, I know that shelf over there is a pretty safe location, so I don't know that I necessarily just want to like run to that and build there. So yeah, just kind of what I'm thinking. Let's see, where are we? Kind of an interesting little area through here. There's also snow if I go up a little higher, but I'm not really properly equipped for that right now. And there's been some great folks that have like mapped out those routes and stuff when I mentioned that. Ooh, this is kind of cool. A little stream. Can I drink from this? I can't. I think there's a channel called Farket, maybe? F-A-R-K-E-T, and he's done a great job with this game. He's played it for a long time. He was one of the channels that I've watched over time before I started my own. This is kind of cool. We could build on this little island here, maybe. I'm going to assume that they could still get to it. And I do kind of want to have like enough room within the walls of my base to kind of maybe like have a little farm, all of that kind of stuff. So it's just not really a big enough space, but it's cool. It'd be cool to have a little hut up there, something along those lines. But let's move on from it for now. Oh, you know what I need to be collecting is some leaves. No, not the lighter. Give me the hatchet. And let's, ooh, there goes one. I don't think he saw me. Oh, there's his buddy. There's his other buddy. Goodness. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, she saw me. Hi. Hello. I'm gonna just go. Please leave me be. So they, like, from what I understand, they are generally, like, at least to start, not going to bother me unless I get too close to them, or that's a female. If you attack the females, they, I think, tend to get pretty aggressive. She's following me, but she's not being aggressive. And they don't like when you chop down their trees. So you don't really want to kill the women, and you don't want to chop down trees. Except I'm going to chop down trees. Oh, look, there's another one over there. So this is a pretty hot location already, we can tell. She's still back there. I don't see her, but she could just be tucked in the trees. She may have run on. Either way, I'm not too concerned about her. So this I could drink from. This little pond. Let's see. Yeah. It'll hurt. It'll take a little bit of health. Oh gosh, there's a giant alligator right there. Oh man, there's a bunch of alligators. Those were right there just a second ago. See them all crawling around? Let's go across over there and see. I don't think the alligators like really use the water in the sense that you would imagine that they would. So we should be fairly safe to like swim across if we want to. It's starting to get dark though, that's the only thing. It's like I'd really like to have a shelter built. What about this spot? This little landing right here. We could remove this one tree. You can chop down trees temporarily and they'll grow back, or you can completely remove them. Or maybe like that. That little flat area looks like a pretty decent little spot. We could even go like up there. See how much time left we have in the day. I'm gonna have enough time to get a shelter up. Is this underwater? Yeah. Could build out over the water too, but like I said, I want to have like enough area to have some farming and stuff. A couple, 2 or 3 buildings kind of thing. This game looks so gorgeous on the PS5 compared to what it did look like previously. Build up here maybe? Ooh. Surprised me. Startled me a little bit. Or maybe right here. Next to this pond. This is a pretty big open area. Yeah, let's do this. I didn't really mean to jump into that pond, but that's okay. Oh, I missed. Yeah, this is a big flat open area. Let's do this, Eric. Let's do this location. So temporarily I need to put up something we can sleep in tonight. So let's maybe tuck it under over here. Let's give me my book. Gosh, tons of note pages. Shelters. Let's do the hunting shelter. Wait. I see a cannibal over there. You guys might not be able to see him, but he's kind of walking along the... Yeah, there's a couple of them. They're right over there. Oh, there's a giant alligator right next to me, too. How does this keep happening? Let's go this way. I'm not going to be able to get a shelter down before dark, clearly. Not even a temporary one. You're cold and wet. Build a fire. Honestly, it's kind of getting hard to see. Is that a pond? Yep, it is, and there's fish in there, so this would be a good spot too. Deer. Alright, let's, I'm gonna put my shelter down here. I guess. I don't know. We at least need something right now, so. Turn it, turn it, turn it. Trying to find a spot. If you guys remember anything from Green Hell, I am pretty picky on where I build stuff. This game will not be any different. Okay, so we need 7 logs. Alright, let's just start chopping. What's that? Is that because I'm cold? Or did something hit me? I think it's because I'm cold. Goodness, come on, tree. There it goes. Okay, so this should go to 4. That would give us 5, so we need one more. One more tree. If you guys can't see anything right now, apologize. It's probably gonna, just like it did in the Long Dark, it's gonna take me probably an episode or 2 to figure out what's too dark and what's not. But I'll try to make it not a habit of being out at night, really, once we get our shelter built, our big base built and everything. Come on. Alright, there it goes. There's a better axe that we'll try to get at some point. There is actually even a chainsaw, but we'll save that for a later time. Alright, so we could sleep right now. What do I need to build a fire? I need leaves, and I don't think I picked any up. Basic fire, I need 2 sticks. Oh, I did get some, okay, perfect. Awesome. So I'm going to throw my lizard on there. We're going to eat him for dinner. What's up, Mr. Bird? Alright, so we got our day 1 shelter. Did the grass clear out around it? If it did, that's really cool. I don't know that it used to do that. Or I don't remember it doing that. So you would have like your little shelter here, but it would be like covered with grass. So I don't know about that. Let's eat him. And let's go to bed. Okay. Start of a new day. Okay, let's look around now that we can see a little bit better and see if this is going to be a good location or not. So we got this little pond back here. I do like that idea. Still raining. haven't seen any cannibals yet today, but that doesn't mean they won't show up. Just looking at all the options here, seeing what's up here on this cliff. This could be a good little spot too, honestly. And then I would have like kind of an escape route down the rocks here, maybe. No, I want to build down there where we were. We maybe end up having to defend ourselves quite a bit, but that's okay. Oh, let's go up the hill over there, though, first and see. Otherwise, I'm kind of thinking like, oh no, that's a lot more of a bowl than I thought it was. I don't know, guys. I don't know. You know how I am. Any game that I play that will involve base building, I am just super, super picky about where I actually do that. This could be a good spot right here. What is that down there? That orange thing? Oh, it's just a bush that looks weird. Yeah, I like this spot because it's got some elevation too. I only would have to defend myself from that direction, really. And I could feasibly like build a zip line or something to get down there in a pinch. So let's build here. So let's put a house or our cabin kind of over here. So let's actually, I need to eat something really quick. Okay, really quickly though, before we get too carried away. Oops. Yeah, that's what I'm after. Come here, buddy. Got him. Yeah, hunting in this is not super difficult. The most difficult thing sometimes can just be finding food. It's fairly easy to bring it down. Yeah, there's another one. So let's go back down to our little hut here. And, do I have any sticks left? Probably not. Here's one, two. I want to build a drying rack for our meat. 5 sticks, and then it's just like passively ready to go. Let me put it on this side. The bad thing is like, if cannibals see this, they will come attack it, and they will come destroy it. So we have to kind of be aware of that. Need sticks, please. Sticks. Give me all the sticks. I'll find any. Okay, there's some. Okay, that should be enough. Honestly, though, like, look at this big flat open area. That would be really good. Oh, there's an alligator. I kind of like being back out of the way, though. Gosh, they are everywhere, man. Leave me be. I've definitely never built over here. Okay. So that should be done after a while. Ready to eat. I think I have some sodas, yeah. Otherwise, you can drink from that pond. It just does take a little bit of your health away. It's not clean. Alright, so next let's come up here and try and see if we can lay out the floor or the foundation that we want. Oops. So where's custom foundation? Need to decide if we're going to leave this tree here. We'll probably take it down. How big is that? I don't want it to be huge, but I don't want it to be tiny either. How's that? I could probably change the color of this to make it a little bit easier for you guys to see. Okay. We got foundation down. grass clipping through it. Yeah, it is. I don't know really though. Not bad. I'm gonna choose not to worry about it. If it was like bad, I would redo it, but I think that'll be good. Okay, so we need to get some logs, which is gonna draw some attention. So let's go up here. We'll start up here with collecting logs. Oh, there's one over there. You can see him. It's like right over there somewhere. That being the case, let's go a little further over this direction. And I guess just like maybe to say it for those of you who haven't played this game before, it's not permadeath in the traditional sense. Like you kind of get 2 cracks at it per each time you load up the game. So they could come attack me right now and and get me, and they would basically just take me back to their caves. And I guess that's something else too. If you're not familiar, there's like a bunch of different cave systems here on the island where they kind of reside, or not necessarily reside, but you will find mutants down there. You'll also find a ton of great loot down there. And come on, right, there we go. And now I've totally lost my train of thought. Oh, and so the first time they get you per each session you play, they will take you there, and basically you just have to escape, which is pretty easy to do. And then if you get taken again in one game mode, then you die. In one game session, then you die. So you kind of get 2 cracks at it per time you're on the game. So it's not anything to be too concerned about. If you wanted to be sure you never died, like if you let them get you the first time, then just save and quit and load it back up, then you know it's not a risk anymore. Not a big concern or anything like that. Oh man, we need energy. Let's let that refill. Looking at the blue bar on the lower right. We need some food. I have 1 more candy bar. I don't know if I should have started with the wall first or the cabin. Some of that I think kind of depends on where you're building, if it's a safe location or not. Honestly, I don't know enough about where I'm putting this floor down to know if it's something that I need to be worried about. Come on. How many more do we need? 25. So it can be a little tedious to build, but honestly I enjoy it. I'll try not to spend too much time just chopping up logs and trees and stuff while you guys are here, unless you don't mind. You know, one of the things I said in one of my Long Dark episodes is that, you know, I'm sorry I have to do this in front of you guys, like, and spend the time doing it. It's not very entertaining. And then like 2 or 3 people were like, oh no, that's fine, like it's part of it, we don't mind. So we'll see. We shall see, my friends. All right, where to go next? They also, you can build like big sleds. So like I could build a sled and you can load it up with, like I could build a sled, push it off into the woods, and then load it up with a bunch of logs and push it back. It's like a little more efficient way to gather wood. And I'll probably do that eventually. You need a lot of sticks to build it, and I don't have them yet, so. Plus, we've got plenty of trees right around us right now. So far, it's pretty calm here. But like I said, it gets a little more difficult as time goes on. Come on. 19 more. Almost got you. So at the beginning, obviously the red guy kidnapped our son. So obviously a lot of the story revolves around tracking him down. So it's kind of just funny, like, it's kind of one of the running jokes is like, go save your son or just like spend your rest of your time on the island building houses and stuff. So, I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments what you think, if we should get into the story too much, or just, you know, enjoy our survival. Or maybe we'll enjoy the survival for a while, kind of get established, and then we'll look to start working on the story or something along those lines. Yeah, those are all going to get rolled down the hill. That's fine. Where are we going? There it is. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut that tree down, unfortunately. Put it a little too close. I don't want the branches clipping through the wall. Trying to look down there and see if we missed any that got away from us. I don't think so. And then I think there was one more up here, right? So we need to cut down at least 3 more. Ooh, is that the... Oh, that was a different one. I don't know where he came from. We were just looking for it. Okay. So maybe what I'll eventually do is that pond is below us. I can kind of secure my hut up here, and like that's close enough that obviously we could just run down there if we need to, but maybe eventually I'll build like a zip line down there. Oh, I'm slipping. Don't do it. Get back up there. Okay. Build like a zip line and enclose that as well. Except you can't come back up the zip line. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Hey, buddy. Oh, there's a cannibal off over there. Alright, can I hide? Can I see where they go? I don't know why I'm whispering. There they go. So, I don't know. They're close enough that once we get this really built, they would see us. They'll see my cabin over here. But that's okay. I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to avoid them. I just don't want to be, like, right in the middle of all the action. There are some spots where you can build where it's just like constant attacks from them and things like that. I built this really beautiful cabin like right next to a pond one time, and it had like a nice walkway, and then it just like, I didn't know it at the time, but it was like right on a hot spot for them, and I had to basically I quit playing it because I just, you know, I was so bummed that I built this great cabin, and it really wasn't very safe to be at. There's a setting in this, so like once I build a big defensive wall around our cabin, there's a setting that will basically either allow for them to destroy it, like to be able to destroy it, or if it's protected. I haven't decided yet what we'll do in this. We'll see whether or not we turn on, or you guys can give me your opinion on that, if we should turn that on or pretty much leave things to be able to be destroyed. TBD. Alright, so this is just about done. Yeah, the grass is clipping through the floor a little bit, but not too bad. I've seen much worse. looking like it's starting to get dark. Maybe be like late afternoon. You can't, so you have to wait a certain amount of time before you can sleep again. So like I can't just like sleep, wake up, you know, do a couple things and then pass the day away. Like you pretty much, like once you go to sleep at a certain time, you have to wait until that time again before you can go back to sleep. So like I couldn't go to sleep right now. So it's going to be dark again when we get to sleep. Keep that from rolling away. Wonder if our other deer meat is dry down there. Alright, 4 more, so we're gonna have to cut down 1 more tree, which is fine. These trees will grow back. You can chop the stumps away if you don't want them to regrow. So like that one behind our cabin up here that I said we're gonna have to cut down, we'll take the stump out once we do that, and it won't grow back. All right, 2 more. Let's go up here. Let's go ahead and just take this one down now. I'm gonna cut it this way. And these will roll pretty easily since it's like facing a big hill. Take a breather. There's a better axe that we can get too. I think I already mentioned that once, but we'll go get that at some point. I just really want to get a good start on our base while things are still pretty easy. Alright, that's done. So, but let's grab these and stash them up here. Alright, got our floor done. Our foundation. Oh, I said I was going to take that tree out, so let's go ahead and do that. Oops. Oh, don't do that. Crazy. We're so tired at this point. There we go. Now he's getting it right. There we go. Alright, now that one will not grow back, so that's good. Where are you guys going? What are you doing? It's like they're not being stopped by my shelter. Is it just clipping right through? There we go. Okay. Yeah, so next... Yeah, it wants me to repair it. I don't have the repair hammer, though. I forget how to make it exactly. I'll find out and repair. It's not damaged badly, obviously. So next I think, like, do I go on to building my walls or my, like, walls to the cabin, or should I go about building a, the walls to the base? So, like, secure the perimeter. I think I might do that next. At least lay them out. And, we can figure out what's what. Actually, we could probably start on that right now, because we got a little ways before, or a little time before we can go to bed. Come on, get up there. So let's maybe... find the defensive walls. They're going to take some effort to get built. A lot of tree resource. So I'm just thinking like we start it down there. And How's that look? Like, get a wide enough area. I don't want to like get it too small and then feel like we're closed in here. And then I tried to use this as a natural, you know, safe side so they can't get through. And I need to pick a spot for a gate as well, so we'll do that probably in the morning. I think it makes sense to have one over here actually, since I'll probably be coming around. I'll probably come, let's just go down here and see. Oh, I got some logs down there. Like I'll probably come up and then, yeah, like right here for a gate. So let's put that in here. And I want it to be the other way around. There we go. So there's one gate. We might put another one over here or something, but that's good for now. Let's head down and see if we can't go to bed. Light our campfire. It's getting dark. Probably have a little bit of time to wait. Look at that, we need 152 logs. So I'll probably try to do some of that off camera, because I don't want you guys to have to watch me cut down that many trees. It's probably like, what, 150, roughly 4. So, I don't know. Gosh, I'm not going to do the math, but quite a few. Yeah, so see the little sleep icon is not full yet. Ooh, I stepped in. Oh no, what do I do? What do I do? Oh, where's that pond? Run. Oh man, can I eat these? No, it's aloe. Survival 101, don't step in your fire. To add some fuel to that. Okay. I almost did it again. Alright. Now can I go to bed? Now that I've set myself on fire once and almost. Yeah, so I think that'll be good. Well, like I can put a zip line or something down, because they won't be able to get up this. Just for my sanity's sake, I'll probably chop down some of these trees permanently, so like, I don't like the idea of them, like, I don't think they would do it, but I don't like the idea that they could potentially get like up the tree and then jump. They do climb trees, but they just don't have the motion to jump from the tree over to my base. But I'll probably still take these trees out just for sanity's sake. And yeah, so there's really no way that they could get up there. And I'll put a zip line down, like I said, as kind of a escape option. And then maybe one down to this pond as well once we're kind of a little better established. Can I go to bed? Will you let me sleep? It will. Alright, morning time. Alright, so really next thing is just to start gathering logs for the wall. And let's go drink some of the water from the pond. It's not great to do, but doesn't hurt you too bad. All right, let's go see the situation over here. I don't know. How does that look? I may put a little piece onto that wall at the ends to make it a little more closed off. And then I'll probably put spikes around the outside of it. And there's traps and things that I can use as well out here as kind of defense. So I'll probably do some of that. Yeah, I think we made some good progress in this episode, guys. We'll probably go ahead and start to wrap things up here, but what do you guys think? Are you looking forward to this series? What is that? Is that just a deer down there? Could just be a tree too. Alright, hold up, we gotta go check this out. You see that? See it? What is it? It's a cannibal, I think, and he's just standing there. That's creepy. Is he like asleep? Is he dead? Guys. He's bobbing up and down like he's breathing. Oh gosh, drew the attention to myself. Oh gosh. Oh, here she comes. Oh, there's another one. They're being really passive. There's another one. So they're probably peeved because I cut down their trees. They cannot swim though, so it's always a reliable escape hatch. You know, you can build boats too. So maybe what I'll do is I'll build a zip line down from that wall, and then I'll build like a boat, and I can run down, jump, and get on the boat if I ever need a place to just escape. Yeah, he's still there looking at me. I just need him to lose interest. Looks like that group is going on. He's walking back up there, so... And that one is still kneeling over there, too. You guys may not be able to see it in the distance, but... Anyway, I'll probably, like I said before we started to see the creepy guy standing there, I'll probably go ahead and wrap things up here. And I'll probably, before we have another episode, I'll spend some time chopping some logs and stuff and maybe working on that wall. And, see what we can get into building next. And yeah, like I said, I don't necessarily have it. Oh gosh, that was rude. Just like spawned right in front of me. I don't have a defined objective on this one. I don't know if we want to try and survive like 500 days or a year in the forest. Maybe that's what we'll call this series, a year in the forest, and try to make it 365 days and see how things go. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm thinking. So let me know what you guys think in the... Oh, got one right there. All right, Mr. Alligator, do something worthwhile. Like, don't just stand there and attack me. Attack the cannibal as well. Anyway, guys, I keep putting it off. But, yep, if you enjoyed the episode, be sure to give it a like. If you got any feedback for me, I know I've asked several questions throughout the course of the episode. Feel free to give me any answers to any of those below. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet and you enjoyed the episode, or maybe The Forest is one of your favorite games, I will eventually take on the sequel, Sons of the Forest, when it releases, hopefully sometime in the next year. So if you just want to get subscribed now, so that when that does drop, you know, you're don't have to go looking for anyone playing it, definitely would recommend you do that as well. Otherwise, guys, I will catch you all in the next one. Thanks.